Hellcat.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about 3D printed airsoft parts, and also Happy New Year's. I hope that your year has gone at least a little better than mine. But anyways, I printed these parts on my Creality Ender 3 Pro, and if you'd like to see a review on that, make sure to like and subscribe. And also, the gun I'm using is a Game Face Elite Renegade, and if you'd like to see a review on that, make sure to like and subscribe. But anyways, back to the point. I downloaded these parts off of Thingiverse, and I printed them in PLA, so they're not anything special. And first I'm going to talk about this handle. I printed this handle out of PLA like the silencer, and it took about 6.5 hours to print, and it does have a little bit of warpage on it. I don't know if you can see that, but it does have a little warpage. I printed it at 25 infill, so it's pretty sturdy, and I think that it'd be really nice to 3D print accessories for airsoft, because something like this can be really expensive, and the quality is really nice. So I highly recommend 3D printing airsoft accessories, especially this one. They also have a handle, not just this design. They have tons of things on Thingiverse. You can just type in airsoft on Thingiverse and it'll come up with parts. And fits really nice. They have, this is the smaller version. They have a bigger version. So if you have a bigger hand, they have a different one. But the small one's really nice because I got pretty big hands and it still fits really nice. And so, and if you print this one, if you print it with support, well, you definitely should print it with support. It just might be hard to get it out. And also it's held on by a screw or a bolt, doesn't really matter. I just used an extra bolt that I found. So now I'm going to be talking about the silencer. So I'm not really sure if silencers work for airsoft. They're more for like looks, and this one's definitely for looks. On Thingiverse you can get one, I think, that does work. It's got different shapes. This took about 4 hours to print out of PLA, and it doesn't fit right now because I don't have the tip of this set up, but at some point I will get it on. I had it on a couple of days ago, but I ended up taking it off so I could try to fit it on better. But it has threads and everything, and you can find multiple different silencers. So if this isn't one you'd like, then you can find a different one. But this airsoft gun is pretty cheap, so it doesn't come with threaded tip. So I 3D printed a like a little coupling thing or something like that to go on the tip. So I could try to fit this, but it still doesn't fit, so I'm going to print a bigger one of these so I can try to fit it on there. And then I'm going to thread this with a tool. And I highly recommend printing this, especially if you have a threaded tip. It's really, really nice, because if you want to buy a silencer or suppressor or whatever you want to call it, they can be pretty expensive. So even if they work, it's still really nice. And there's many other parts you can print. You can print a scope cover, so you don't have any like damage to the scope. and tons of other things. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to say about 3D printed airsoft accessories. There's many parts that you can print. If you want to find more about what I'm talking about, you can go to Thinkiverse, just type in airsoft, you'll find tons of stuff. And anyways, Happy New Year's, and see you in the next video.